What do you think about generally the progression of bodybuilding and where it's heading? Obviously, The Rock is doing the show, but overall, some people say, the peak of bodybuilding was in the 90s. That was when you had the most expos, maybe the best shows, and also the best physiques, arguably. People say that. Some people say it's getting better now. What do you think, from your perspective, being in the industry?
I think now there's like more a separation with all this division coming up. So there's different style. There's something for everybody. It's as far as competitors and also for the public. So if you like really big guys, you got the open. If you like more aesthetic, balanced physique, you got the classic. If you just like more like a not every day, because of course not, but like more like normal look, we'll say, like more like less extreme. You got the men's physique guys. And so I think it just, we can reach more people with this. And social media just blew up the whole fitness movement. So I think it's different. I think also this classic division is making a big impact on the open bodybuilding. And a lot of people talked about this year Olympia in open as the conditioning wasn't quite there, especially next to the classic guys. We have the weight limitation and we have to make weight, so it forces us to be really conditioned. I mean, me moving out, but it forces the competitors to really bring the conditioning. So I think this factor of conditioning influences the open bodybuilding. And also the look, also like as people like myself and George Peterson, I think is moving in 212, and Keon Person is moving also in 212. Those guys are bringing like those classic lines to the open bodybuilding, 212 and open, which is it's going to be, I think it's going to be very interesting, and it's going to shape the future of the bodybuilding division.
Now in the classic division, Breon obviously was the champion. He got dethroned by Chris Bumstead. I heard a lot of people were very confused by that because they thought Breon was much more superior to Chris. I'm sure you heard that criticism. Right?
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I mean, at the end of the day, the judges decide who's best. They decided the last 2 years it was Breon, and every year it was close. I know last year it was close by 1 point, according to the judges. So maybe they decided, sometimes it's also like making enough progress, because they know what you look like, but they expect you to bring something else. And maybe they felt like Breon just brought too much of the same, and Chris Bumstead improved, and that gave him maybe that difference that, this time they're like, oh, let's, flip it around and give it to Chris Bumstead. We have to talk to the judges to really know what happened. But yeah, those two guys are just amazing physiques and amazing competitors anyway. A lot of people before, they were, claiming Chris Bumstead should have been Mr. Olympia for years. Yeah, a lot of the fans, they love Chris Bumstead, and they've been saying since he first started he should have been. I mean, the fans, if they're a fan of somebody, they're gonna say, even myself, some people think I should be Mr. Olympia, which I'm not quite there, but yeah, it's just it's, opinions.
Do you ever get upset at the judging? I mean, obviously, if it doesn't go in your favor, I'm sure you're upset. But like when you observe judging, do you ever get upset with it?
Well, what I get upset for myself is like if I don't bring my best. After that, if I bring my best, then I don't, it's up to the judges. But most of the time, the judges are pretty good. It's really rare that I feel like something really off happened. Sometimes, yeah, when you look at pictures, because it really doesn't translate the same as when you're in person. So that's the hard part. And I think that's one of the critics you see a lot online is people, they watch the show on streaming, or they just see pictures and they think somebody should have won over the other. And it seems obvious, but the pictures are just one moment. So the guy can be a little more relaxed next to him. It just doesn't give you the whole thing. So sometimes it doesn't give you the whole story. And it's hard to judge. If you're not right there, it's not the same, that's for sure. That's something I've learned myself going to shows like the Olympia. When you see Phil Heath, in real life, he's got a crazy 3D conditioning that you really don't see on pictures.
That's crazy.
Yeah.